guys, we're going to be talking about the video that you didn't know you needed, because I didn't know I needed it, and I didn't know I needed to put it out. But it's some information that you guys could use, and some information that you guys need to know to continue your knowledge, because that's what we do on this channel. The caloric deficit versus carb cycling. What is it? How to do it? Because like when everybody usually does a diet, the first thing they go to is a caloric deficit, and that's just eating under your maintenance calorie to continue to lose fat every day, every week, because that's what we do. It's on a weekly basis, not on a daily basis. Carb cycling, which is you keeping your protein and your fats constant, but your carbs change depending on the day. So Monday you would have 250 carbs, which would be your high day. Tuesday would be 200 carbs, would be your medium day, and Wednesday would be your low carb day, which would be probably like 150 carbs. It ranges for everybody, but you kind of see what I did there. Went 50, 50, 50, so minus 50 grams every day, and then the cycle starts back over. So I want you to think of a caloric deficit just like this. A caloric deficit is just a constant scale. Eating the same amount of calories every day, your metabolic rate will drop, and your caloric deficit will become your new maintenance calories. Your overall metabolism will drop as well. And when this happens, anabolic hormones, your muscle building hormones, drop as well. Catabolic hormones begin to rise. And that's not what you want. So the whole big deal with a carb cycling diet. So by carb cycling, you can fend off your metabolic slowdown as long as possible by having high days, which having high days, and then having your medium days and your low days. Stops the whole metabolic slowdown just on a regular caloric deficit. So you're able to keep more muscle while you're dieting, and it prevents as much muscle breakdown as possible. Benefits of doing a carb cycling diet: you're able to provide more insulin and glucose to your muscles, meaning you're able to work out better and have stronger workouts, stronger lifts. So people like to do where they prioritize around the workouts. So if you're doing a leg day, obviously you want to have your leg day, or if you don't have trouble with legs, some people like to do it on the chest. It all depends on like what you want to do. Me, I don't really mind. I just cycle it high, medium, and low. Some people only do a medium and low day. It completely depends on you. As long as the carbs are changing every day, that's what matters. It needs to go from high to low. Some people like to do low to high. It doesn't matter as long as you're cycling your carbs. Me personally, I just did a bodybuilding show or men's physique show, and I did a carb cycling diet, which I didn't like at first, but after I did it, I noticed these are some things that I noticed. Usually if I were just doing a caloric deficit, I would have had to constantly put myself in more of a deficit because my body is adapting to that diet, that constant diet that I'm doing, and I would have to constantly keep dropping my calories. But on a carb cycling diet, when some days my carbs were 250, the next day they were 200, my body didn't adapt to it as quickly, and I was eating the same amount of calories every day or every week, and there was so many times I didn't need to keep reducing my calories. So it eliminated the amount of times I needed to keep reducing my calories. So I was still able to eat more food with when not reducing my calories on a caloric deficit. At the end of the day, you need to do what's best for you. A regular caloric deficit is good for you, then you know that you need to do a caloric deficit for you. For me, and for most people that are going to be dieting for like a show or just men's physique or whatever you're doing, most people in bodybuilding competitions do use the carb cycling method because they do find it is the best when it comes to muscle retention, not breaking down muscle as much as a caloric deficit. Carb depletion is a big one when it comes to peak weight. So those are some pretty big ones. There are a lot more reasons, but those are kind of like the main reasons why people do them. Do your due diligence when figuring things out. Don't take my word for it. Research it yourself as well. Like I said, for the majority of people, a caloric deficit will be sustainable for you. Carb cycling is worth giving a shot if you haven't tried it before, because it is super, super, super beneficial. Guys, that's my TED Talk for today. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace.